Tune into On the Pitch with Tijuana. Sorry, 1 second. Tune into On the... What was I saying?
We'll do it live!
With Tijuana, oh my God. I give up. Raf, Soccer Goat, picks. Okay, time to focus. Because here he is, the GOAT of soccer picks, Tijuana Raf.
Hello. Happy Thursday. Happy soccer night. Another week, another dollar with the soccer picks. Lots of soccer action. Someone asked me again the other day, when does soccer end? It never ends, guys. There's soccer all year long, 365 days a year. If there's a game being played, a soccer game being played, there's action on it. And we got lots of soccer leagues from all around the world, and it never ends, guys. It's not like the NFL where you have to wait till August to get a game in. It's not like baseball. I mean, baseball's starting up right now, but once the World Series is over, you got to wait a bunch of months till you can make the next baseball bet. That's not how it works with soccer, especially with a guy like me who knows soccer leagues from around the world. We have soccer action 365 days a year. And that's what's good about soccer and soccer betting. It never ends. There's always action, and that's why we like to bet it. And that's why soccer's been one of the most profitable sports to bet of all time. We did have a rough week this last week, as it was also relevant in the podcast plays. We had our lowest podcast play lean win in, I think, since we started this, guys. I do have the records from the last 4 podcasts. This last podcast, the leans went 35 and 28. We still had more winners than we had losers. That's about a 56% hit rate. So that's still not shabby, saying that's the worst we've ever had when we've done the podcast. 2 weeks ago, we had our best run in the podcast leans, 73%, 49 and 18. Week before that, 54 and 23, 70%. And the week before that, 43 and 22, 66%. So 66%, 70%, 73%. Last week was one of those tough weeks that you can't wait to forget. We did hit 56% still. Did have more winners than losers, but we like to have a lot more winners. So we still had more winners than we had losers. To be honest with you guys, it was one of the roughest weeks in the V.I.P. in this year, probably in the last 2.5, 3 years that I've ever had. A lot of bars, a lot of goals taken away, lots of shots right off the post. We've missed a ton of V.I.P. plays by 1 goal and just wasn't bouncing our way. And that happens in gambling, guys. It's up and down. It's a roller coaster. So if you can't handle the wins and the losses, you should not be betting, guys, because the losses happen and sometimes there's bad weeks. The famous guy, famous gambler, Billy Walters once said it best. He said, I've had losing days. I've had losing weeks. He's even had losing months, but he's never had a losing year, guys. And that's what we like to tail behind, guys. Never having a losing year, but we will have losing days. We'll have losing weeks. Sometimes we'll have a losing month or months. So you want to make sure you get more wins than you have losses, and you have that winning year after year. And we have been doing that with the soccer. Even though we had a bad week with the V.I.P. plays in general, guys, we hit some crazy parlays, man. We're talking about a plus 73.80. We hit a plus 73.80 parlay a week ago in the Europa Conference League, plus 73.80. This last week, guys, check it out. There it is, the plus 73.80. We hit that even on a bad week, guys. So we're talking about, if you were in the V.I.P., you got that. Just this last week, guys, I'm wearing the Barcelona jersey to represent Barcelona. We had a play plus 4,000. We hit that in the Champions League. We had a plus 2,500 also in the same day. We're talking about Barcelona. The play was Rafa to score a goal assisted by Lamine Yamal under 15 minutes, guys, for plus 4,000. And we got it. Yamal passes it to Rafafina. He puts it in the back of the net. That's a plus 4,000 that we hit this week, guys. We hit a plus 4,000. We also hit a plus 2,500 in the same game. These are bets that we sprinkled. Some guys bet 10, 15 bucks, even $15 won you $600 on that plus 4,000. The final score was 3-1. So the second play that was plus 2,500 was the same thing. Rafa to score a goal assisted by Lamine Yamal, and the game to end 3-1, 3-0, or 3-2 Barcelona. And it was a final score of 3-1. So plus 6,000, plus 4,000, plus 2,500 all on the same day. Basketball still in a great run. College basketball V.I.P run. 18-4 college basketball run. So we're doing well with that. But we'll get right into it, guys. We have some soccer action for Friday. We're going to start off in the Australian League, Australian soccer for Friday. This one's going to be late tonight, 1:35 a.m. Australian soccer, Adelaide United at home taking on MacArthur. Current standings, Adelaide United is in 5th place. 19 games, 39 goals scored, 35 conceded. MacArthur's in 8th place. You want to be in the top 6 to make it into the playoffs. MacArthur, after 20 games, 33 goals scored, 33 conceded. Adelaide coming off a 1-1 draw versus a bad Brisbane Roar team. They were minus 164, couldn't get the win. MacArthur coming off a 2-0 loss over Melbourne City. MacArthur hasn't seen a victory in the last 4, at least 5 games. They haven't seen a victory. Adelaide, 1-1 draw last week, 4-4 draw before that, 3-0 loss prior to that. Adelaide has also not seen a victory. 1 victory in the last 5 games, guys. Both teams not doing too well. The line here is Adelaide minus 167, MacArthur FC plus 400, guys. This is a tricky one. Both teams doing pretty bad. Both needing a win desperately. I'm going to have to go with both to score here, guys. Give me both to score. Adelaide United and MacArthur. That's later tonight, early Friday morning. Let's see. Friday, that's the only game on Friday, guys. I was going to go into more Australian soccer. Usually there's like 2 or 3 games on a Friday. Looks like that's the only one this week for the Australian Soccer League. So we'll jump in to the next league for Friday, March 14th. Let me just double check here. Let me double check here. It's jumping me to Saturday. Hold on a second. Here we go. Here's Friday. Friday soccer action. Not too many games. We got 1 game in La Liga, Spain. We have Las Palmas versus Alaves. That's going to be on Friday. Current standings, Las Palmas is in 19th place. Alaves is in 18th place. This is basically Spanish league. We're talking about bottom of the barrel, guys. 18 versus 19th place. Both of these teams need a win to get out of the relegation zone. Las Palmas coming off a 1-0 loss to a good Betis team, which was minus 300. Prior to that, they did tie Valladolid 1-1. Alaves as a plus 201 versus Villarreal. I think there's so much that they're battling for here that we're going to have to go with a boat to score, guys. Give me a boat to score in the La Liga game for Friday. Las Palmas, Alaves, boat to score. That takes us to Liga 1, French League, OGC Nice versus Auxerre. We're going to the French League for Friday. Current standings in the French League, OGC Nice, 3rd place. Auxerre, 11th place. OGC Nice, 25 games, 49 goals scored, 30 conceded. Auxerre, 11th place, 36 goals, 38 conceded. OG Nice was a plus 112, lost 0-2 to Lyon. Prior to that, they had 4 wins in a row. 4 out of the 5 have been winners for OGC Nice. Auxerre coming off a 2-0 win over Reims. You know what, guys? I like goals here. Give me goals, both to score. I like both to score and give me over 2.5 goals in OGC Nice and Auxerre. Takes us to Serie A, Italian League, Genoa versus Lecce. Current standings, Genoa 12th place, Lecce 16th place. Genoa coming off of 2 1-1 draws the last 2 games. Lecce did play very well versus AC Milan, was up, ended up losing 3-2. They did score 2 goals against AC Milan, but prior to that, they had 4 games with no goals, guys. No goals. Genoa coming off a 1-1, 1-1, 1-0 loss to Inter. Genoa 2-0 Venezia. This right here is a tricky one just because Genoa, Lecce showed they could battle out, and they did do really well versus AC Milan. You know what, guys? Give me another boat to score here. I think boat to score. I think if Lecce can score on AC Milan 2 goals, they could get one in on Genoa. Genoa has been prone to go 1-1 here and there. So give me boat to score, Genoa versus Lecce. That takes us to the Bundesliga on Friday. We have St. Pauli. St. Pauli at home, taking on Hoffenheim, guys. Friday games have been tricky for the Bundesliga. It is our favorite league, but on Friday, things just happen. It's a tricky one. Bundesliga for Friday, St. Pauli is in 15th place, 1 slot above the relegation. They got to be careful. If they lose and Bochum, Kiel, or Heidenheim win, it could, put them down. St. Pauli has 19 goals scored in 25 games, 30 conceded. Hoffenheim, 32 goals scored, 47 conceded. In the last game, Pauli tied Wolfsburg 1-1. Prior to that, 0-2 loss to Dortmund. Hoffenheim 1-1. Man, these guys have seen 3 games out of the last 5 go under 2.5 goals for Hoffenheim. And 5 of the last games have gone under 2.5 goals for St. Pauli. So we may not test the goal market in this one, even though it's a Friday, especially because it's a Friday. It's a freaky Friday. Hoffenheim, St. Pauli. You know what, guys? Give me both to score. I could see a 1-1 here possibly. We like the both to scores on Friday. There aren't too many games for Friday. Let me just check one more thing on Friday, see if there's any Mexican League games. They just had some games here. We do have some games on Friday. Friday, Mexican League, we go to Necaxa versus León. Give me over 2.5 goals there. Querétaro versus Mazatlan. Give me both to score for the Mexican League, Querétaro versus Mazatlan. And then Puebla versus Toluca. Give me Toluca money line, minus 154. Toluca money line, minus 154 in that one. Guys, there's not enough games, not a lot of games that I like on Friday to do a parlay. Nothing's really standing out, so I'm going to keep it simple and skip the parlay for Friday and move on to Saturday. Saturday soccer action. We do have a lot of action on Saturday. We're going to start off with the Premier League, guys. Premier League in England. We're going to go to Everton for the first game in the Premier League. Everton taking on West Ham United, game number 1. Current standings, Everton 15th place, West Ham 16th place. We saw Everton draw 1-1 to the Wolves. Last 5 games for Everton have been both to score, guys. They have 3 straight draws, 1-1, 1-1, 2-2. They've actually had 4 out of the last 5 have been draws for Everton. West Ham couldn't get a score against Newcastle. West Ham has only scored about 3 of the last 5 games. This one's a little tricky here, guys. But I think West Ham can get a goal against Everton. Everybody's been scoring against Everton. Everton's scoring a goal too. I do lean both to score here, guys. Give me both to score in Everton versus West Ham. Next game, Ipswich at home versus Nottingham Forest. Ipswich plus 278. Nottingham Forest plus 108. Nottingham Forest is in 3rd place. Ipswich all the way down to the bottom, 18th place. They only got 2 more slots before, and they're in last place, 18th out of 20 teams. Ipswich coming off a 1-0 loss to Palace, 1-1 draw to Forest. They actually played Forest in the FA Cup not too long ago, March 3rd, and they tied 1-1, and Forest was a minus 185 favorite. Second half saw not so many shots, dominated by the first half by Nottingham Forest. They are in Ipswich. I don't think Nottingham Forest used all their top players there in that game. You know what, guys? I'm going to go Nottingham Forest money line. Nottingham Forest plus 102 to take down Ipswich. Manchester City versus Brighton in the next game. Manchester City 5th place, Brighton 7th place. Manchester City, after 28 games, has scored 53 goals, 38 conceded. Brighton, 28 games, 46 goals, scored 40 conceded. Man City coming off a 1-0 loss to Forest. Prior to that, they had a 1-0 win over Tottenham. Brighton, 2-1 win over Fulham. Brighton has been scoring goals, receiving goals. I don't know. I can't trust Man City. They should get a win here, especially how bad things have been going. You can never trust them, especially right now. They are at home. But give me over goals in Manchester City versus Brighton. Southampton versus the Wolves. I got to go both to score, guys. Both to score, Southampton versus the Wolves. Bournemouth versus Brentford. Bournemouth versus Brentford. Bournemouth is in 9th place. Brentford is in 12th place. Bournemouth coming off a 2-2 draw versus Tottenham. Brentford 0-1 loss to Aston Villa. Brentford did beat West Ham United. Bournemouth was up on Tottenham. They tied them late. Bournemouth hasn't had a win in a while, guys. I'm going to go both to score here as well. Both to score and over goals in Bournemouth versus Brentford, guys. That'll do it for Saturday Premier League action. This takes us to the French League on Saturday. French League takes us to Nantes. Nantes versus Lille. Nantes versus Lille in the French League. Lille is in 5th place. 25 games, 40 goals scored, 27 conceded. Nantes is in 14th place, 28 goals scored, 43 conceded in 25 matches. Nantes coming off a 1-0 loss to Strasbourg. Lille 1-0 win over Montpellier. Last time they faced off against each other, we had a 1-1 draw. That was back in January. Let's see, Lille has been scoring at least one goal in the last 5 games. Nantes, though, hasn't scored in the last 2 games, so I think they're due for a goal. Give me Nantes, Lille, both to score. Angers versus Monaco in the French league. Monaco 4th place. Angers 13th place. Angers hasn't been doing that well. Give me Monaco money line, guys. Monaco money line. They are juicy, minus 233, so that might be a parlay piece. They are away though, so you got to be a little cautious there. Minus 233. Give me Monaco over 1.5 team total as well. Lens versus Rennes. Lens is in 8th place. Rennes is in 12th place. Lens 1-0 win over Marseille as a plus 501 dog. Rennes did lose to PSG 1-4, but they have scored in 4 out of the last 5. Give me both to score in Lens versus Rennes for the French League. That'll do it for the French League on Saturday. Saturday, Serie A Italian League takes us to Monza. Monza versus Parma. Monza versus Parma. Parma 17th place. Monza 20th place. Monza coming off at 3-2 loss to Inter. They did score 2 goals versus Inter, though. Parma coming off a 2-2 draw versus Torino. Last time these two faced each other, there was a 2-1 Monza win. Yep, 2-1 Parma win. That's what it was. We're going to go with Monza Parma both to score, guys. Monza Parma both to score. Udinese versus Hellas Verona, guys. I got to go with Udinese money line. AC Milan versus Como, guys. Everybody's been scoring on AC Milan. They did win money line. We had a money line last game, and it was a comeback from behind win. They were down 2-0, then ended up winning 3-2 in the final minutes. So that was a big win for us in the VIP money line. Como, though, Como has been playing well. Como scoring on everybody, guys. Como is scoring on Juventus. Como scoring on Fiorentina. Let me look a little bit deeper now. Como scored on Venezia. Como scored against Roma. Como has scored a goal. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 7. 7 out of 8. 8 out of 9. 9 out of 10. 10 out of 11. In 10 out of the 11 last games, guys. I like goals in this game. Give me both to score. AC Milan, Como. Give me over 2.5 goals. Torino versus Empoli. Torino versus Empoli is the last game for the Italian League. Serie A. Torino's in 11th place. Empoli is in 18th place. They're in the relegation zone. Torino coming off a 2-2 draw versus Parma. Empoli didn't score against Rome on the last game. You know what, guys? Give me Torino money line. Minus 128. Torino money line. This takes us to Spain, La Liga. Real Valladolid versus Celta Vigo. Give me Celta Vigo money line. Celta Vigo money line. Mallorca versus Espanyol. Mallorca versus Espanyol. Mallorca is 7th place. Espanyol 15th place. Mallorca coming off another 1-1 draw. They have 4 1-1 draws out of the last 5 games. Espanyol has been scoring goals, guys. Could possibly be another 1-1, guys. Give me both to score. Mallorca versus Espanyol for the Spanish League. Bundesliga for Saturday. Werder Bremen versus Mönchengladbach, guys. We're headed to Bundesliga for Saturday. Werder Bremen, Mönchengladbach. Give me both to score there. Augsburg in the next game versus Wolfsburg. Augsburg versus Wolfsburg. Augsburg's 11th place, Wolfsburg 7th place. Augsburg coming off a 1-0 win over Dortmund. Wolfsburg 1-1 versus St. Pauli. You know what, guys? I'm gonna have to go both to score here as well. Give me both to score in the second Bundesliga game, Augsburg versus Wolfsburg. Third game is Mainz 05 versus Freiburg. Give me Mainz money line. Mainz money line. Union Berlin versus Bayern Munich. Give me Bayern Munich. Money line. Give me Bayern Munich team total. RB Leipzig versus Dortmund. Gotta get the both to score here, guys. Both to score. RB Leipzig versus Dortmund. All right, guys. We will go to the MLS Soccer League for Saturday. Some people have been asking for it. We have some games now to look at. The competition is in its third week, I believe. Toronto FC versus Chicago Fire. Yes, after 3 games, Chicago Fire is in 8th place. In 3 games, they have 7 goals scored, 7 conceded. Versus Toronto FC, who after 3 games are in 14th place. 4 goals scored, 8 conceded. Toronto coming off a 2-0 loss to Cincinnati. Prior to that, they had 2 games where it was both to score. Chicago Fire 3-1 win over Dallas. Chicago Fire 2-2. They've had 3 games that have gone both to score. We're going to go with that, guys. Both to score. Toronto versus Chicago Fire, both to score. Next game, New York Red Bulls versus Orlando City. New York Red Bulls versus Orlando City. New York Red Bulls in 3 games have scored 2, only conceded 1. Good defense there. Orlando City in 3 games, 7 goals scored, 8 conceded. Red Bulls did go 0-0 versus Atlanta United. Prior to that, they have 1 win and 1 draw and 1 loss. Orlando City has 1 win, 2 losses. They've seen a lot of goals, guys, in their competitions. Orlando City, New York FC, New York Red Bulls. This is a tricky one, guys, but I think we're going to go both to score as well based on the lines and the numbers. LAFC versus Austin FC. Give me LAFC money line. New York FC versus New England Revolution is the next game. New England Revolution is in 13th place. In 3 games, they've conceded 3 goals, scored 0. New York FC in 3 games scored 4, conceded 4. New York FC coming off a win on Orlando City. Revolution hasn't been doing good this year, guys. They're still looking for their first win. Give me New York FC money line. DC United versus Montreal. DC United 5th place. Montreal 15th place in the Eastern Conference. That's last place. DC United coming off victory over Sporting Montreal. No goals in the last 2 games. They're playing away at DC United, guys. DC United is a -162 favorite. Give me DC United money line. Charlotte versus Cincinnati. We got to go both to score. Both to score. Both to score. Somebody said that we missed Real Madrid on Friday. I'll take a look at that in a minute. Not sure why that wasn't popping up on my screen. Anyways, Charlotte, Cincinnati, both to score. Sporting KC, Minnesota, we're going to go both to score as well. St. Louis versus the Sounders, guys. The line looks off here. I got to go Seattle Sounders. Draw no bet. Seattle Sounders, pick them. They are +188. They're the dog. If we take them draw no bet, that means that if they draw, you get your money back. We're going to take Sounders, draw no bet in the MLS versus St. Louis. Houston Dynamo versus Real Salt Lake is the next game. Neither of these teams doing that well. Real Salt Lake lost some key players. They're in 11th place. Houston Dynamo is in 13th place. Houston Dynamo coming off a 0-0 draw versus Columbus Crew. Prior to that, they lost 4-1 to Inter Miami. And Salt Lake lost to San Diego, beat the Sounders. And they also lost to San Jose. You know what, guys? I'm going to go both to score Dynamo, Salt Lake. Dallas Whitecaps, we're going to go both to score as well. FC Dallas versus Vancouver Whitecaps, both to score. San Jose Earthquakes versus Colorado Rapids is the next game. San Jose Earthquakes, 3rd place, 6 goals scored, only 2 conceded. Rapids, 4 goals scored, 3 conceded. They have 2 draws. San Jose did lose a surprising game, 1-0 to Minnesota. Rapids did beat Austin 1-0, tied Dallas 3-3, and they lost. They had a tie versus St. Louis here, guys. I'm going to go San Jose Earthquake money lines, guys. They got the better players. They're at home. They had a loss last week. They're going to come back with the win. San Jose Earthquakes +101 money line. San Diego FC at home versus the Columbus Crew. San Diego FC, the new team, 2nd place. They've scored 5 goals in 3 games, only conceded 1 goal. They're taking on the Columbus Crew. The Columbus Crew is in 3rd place. Good team. Columbus Crew. You know what, guys? I'm going to go both to score here, guys. Both to score San Diego FC versus Columbus Crew for MLS on Saturday. Let's go back to that Friday here. Somebody was asking about Friday, thinking we missed a game on Friday. Let's take a look. No, I did not. Real Madrid plays on Saturday, so they don't play on Friday. So we'll get into. But I did miss them on Saturday. I see what you're saying. Back to the Spanish League for Saturday. There was 2 games I didn't go over. It was Real Madrid versus Villarreal. We will take Real Madrid money line to continue their momentum after the big game, Champions League. Other than that, there was a game in Spanish League for Saturday, Girona versus Valencia. Girona is in 13th place. Valencia is in 16th place. Girona 1-1 draw. You know what, guys? Both of these teams have a lot of both to score games. Give me both to score in Girona versus Valencia for that Saturday. All right, we just did the MLS on Saturday. Let's see. We do need to look at Mexican Soccer League for Saturday. Takes us to Tigres Mexican League Saturday versus Santos. Tigres money line. Tigres team total. They should win. They're a big, heavy favorite at home versus Santos. Cruz Azul versus Atlético San Luis. I don't know why Cruz Azul is a minus 300. Atlético San Luis is a plus 900. I get it. I don't get it why there's such big favorites there. I think we can see some goals there, over 2.5 goals. Cruz Azul, San Luis. Juarez versus Chivas. Give me both to score. Juarez versus Chivas. Atlas versus Club America. Give me over 2.5 goals and the lean for Club America to win for Saturday action. Now let me pull up the Saturday action just to make sure we didn't miss a league, didn't miss any games. Let me get back to the table where it shows all the games for Saturday. March 15th. Not really too many heavy favorites that we can put in a parlay. Guys, for Saturday's parlay action, we're going to go with Tigres money line. Tigres money line from the Mexican Soccer League. Tigres money line. And we're going to parlay that with Bayern Munich money line. Bayern Munich and Tigres. Bayern Munich, of course, is from the Bundesliga. And Tigres is from the Mexican Soccer League. So put those two together for the parlay for Saturday soccer action. Takes us to Sunday soccer action. We'll start off with the MLS, since that's the first on my list here. MLS, Philadelphia Union, Major League Soccer. Sunday action, Philadelphia Union versus Nashville. Philadelphia is in first place, 10 goals scored in 3 games, 3 conceded. Nashville in 3 games, 2 goals scored, 2 conceded, guys. We got to go with this hot Philadelphia team money line. Philadelphia Union minus 135. Portland Timbers versus Los Angeles Galaxy. Los Angeles Galaxy have lost a lot of key players. Timbers also lost some key guys. But this game is going to be in Portland. Hopefully the weather is not too bad. I do like goals in this game. Portland Timbers, Los Angeles Galaxy, both to score over goals, over 2.5 goals. Next game, Atlanta United versus Inter Miami. We got to go both to score. Atlanta United, Inter Miami. Premier League for Sunday takes us to Arsenal. Arsenal versus Chelsea. We got to go with Arsenal money line. Next game, Fulham versus Tottenham. Fulham is minus 102. Tottenham plus 257. Tottenham is one of those teams that you just stay away from regardless. You don't bet them to win. You don't bet goals to happen there. But when you don't, they win, and there's a bunch of goals. But when you bet Tottenham to win, they lose. When you bet goals in their games, they got no goals. So this is a game that I like to stay away from. But I do think we should get a both to score here, guys. Give me both to score, Fulham versus Tottenham. Next game is another team similar to that, Manchester United. You can't trust them. They are playing Leicester City though, so we are gonna try them one more time. Give me Manchester United money line. French League for Sunday, Lyon versus Le Havre. We got to go with Lyon money line. Lyon money line. It might be a parlay piece. They're minus 270. Give me Lyon money line and Lyon team total. Montpellier versus Saint Etienne. Give me both to score. Brest versus Reims. Give me both to score. Brest versus Reims. Strasbourg versus Toulouse. Give me both to score there as well. And then PSG, guys. PSG has been our cash cow. We got to do what we do with them every weekend, guys. Give me PSG game over 2.5 goals. Give me PSG money line as well as a parlay piece. Italian League for Sunday. Venezia versus Napoli. Give me Napoli money line. Bologna versus Lazio. Give me both to score. Bologna versus Lazio. Roma versus Cagliari. Give me Roma money line. Fiorentina versus Juventus. Give me both to score. Fiorentina is at home. Atalanta, Inter Milan. Got to go both to score, guys. Two powerhouses in the Italian League. Both going to score. La Liga Spain for Sunday. Give me Real Betis to take down Leganes. Real Betis to beat Leganes in the first game. Sevilla versus Atletico Bilbao. Give me both to score in Sevilla versus Atletico Bilbao. Rayo Vallecano versus Real Sociedad. Give me both to score in Rayo Vallecano, Real Sociedad. Osasuna versus Getafe. Give me Osasuna money line. Osasuna money line plus 126. We got a big game here, guys. Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona. Atletico Madrid went down to the wire versus Real Madrid in the derby, Madrid derby. We're talking about Barcelona is in first place, 57 points. Real Madrid's in second place, 57 points, tied with Barcelona. Barcelona, Real Madrid are 57 points. Atletico Madrid is 56 points, guys. The top three teams. We got a good game here. I think we could get a both to score. Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona should be a good game. Definitely can see Atletico Madrid getting a goal at home versus Barcelona. That's going to be a both to score. Bundesliga, last but not least, Bundesliga. We're going to go with Bochum at home versus Eintracht Frankfurt. Guys, give me Eintracht Frankfurt money line plus 120. Heidenheim versus Holstein Kiel. We're going to go both to score. Stuttgart, Bayer Leverkusen. We're also going to go both to score there, guys. Both to score in Stuttgart and Bayer Leverkusen. Both to score there as well. And we're going to go with our Sunday parlay of the day, guys. Sunday parlay of the day. Sunday's parlay of the day. We're going to do an over. We're going to do an over 2.5 parlay. We are going to do PSG versus Marseille over 2.5. And we're going to parlay that with the MLS Major League Soccer game. Portland Timbers versus Los Angeles Galaxy over 2.5 goals as well. That's going to be your Sunday parlay of the day, guys. We're hitting the middle of the month this week, and we want to let you know that when it's the middle of the month, I do VIP specials. So jump on board in the middle of the month. I'll hook you up. We got action all month long. Soccer's heating up right now. Got a lot of games, so get on board. We got some free plays in the free Telegram hitting daily. So if you're not in the VIP but want some more action, hit the free Telegram. Hit me up to get the link. And also this week we did a contest for my VIP members, sponsored by Wager Attack, guys. This is open only to my VIP guys, and we had them guess how many goals there was going to be in the Champions League, the 2 days of the Champions League, and it was only a contest for my VIP members. We got $500 in free play from Wager Attack. We had 3 winners, so they split the $500. We will have more contests like that as we get going that are open only to my VIP clients. Another thing that I did is I purchased a tennis VIP package for everybody that was in my VIP. So they got into a VIP Telegram channel for free just for being part of the VIP, guys. There's a lot of things that come with being in the VIP. So it's affordable. It's not expensive. Jump in, get in on the VIP. We have a live VIP chat that's open 24/7, guys. We got guys in there sharing plays from all leagues, NBA, from basketball, you name it. They're sharing plays in there, and some of these guys are sharp. So we know which guys to follow, and a lot of guys, all the VIP guys bring something to the table. So get on board, hit me up, get in for the weekend, and I do some contests too. If you drop a comment in the podcast here, I usually pick one person with the best comment to get in free for the VIP for the weekend. So I may do something like that again. I think that's it for today, guys. Let's cash. Let's get it. And remember the number one rule, guys: never bet money you can't afford to lose. It's an up and down roller coaster. Sports gambling is only the strong can survive, though. We do win a lot more than we lose, but those bad weeks, bad days happen. Could have a bad month. Got to be able to bounce back and know how to manage your money, guys. So take care. Good luck. This is TJ Raf signing off for On the Pitch with TJ Picks. Take care.
Tune into On the Pitch with Tijuana. Sorry, 1 second. Tune into On the... What was I saying?
We'll do it live!
With Tijuana, oh my God. I give up. Raf, Soccer Goat, Picks. Okay, time to focus. Because here he is, the GOAT of soccer picks, Tijuana Raf.